Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to part 15 of my how to build a fair / theme park / carnival tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a simple roller coaster. If you are making the entire fair, this is where we are going to begin our build. Hopefully you have already made the white concrete grid that the entire fair sits in, and this is where we want to place the roller coaster inside of that grid. So hopefully you can follow the instructions along and we can make sure we're both starting in the exact same position. Here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Place an oak fence on top of the previously determined starting position, and destroy this chest here that you probably don't have. On top of the oak fence, place 2 more fence. 1, 2. And then on top of that, an oak plank. We now want to repeat this series of blocks 7 times. We want to place an oak plank going left and up. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We then want to extend that 7th block, or 7th iteration of that block, to the left by 2. 1, 2. We then want to extend in, left, in, left. We then want to extend left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we once again want to repeat this pattern 6 times this time. So we want to place 1 block going left and then 1 block going up. So that would be once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We then want to extend this 6th iteration of left and right to the left by 2. 1, 2. And then in, left, and then in by 2. So 1, 2. We want to extend this block left and then down 13 times. So once again, repeating the same pattern. Left, down, that will be 1. Left, down 2. Left, down 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, we now want to extend this bottom block to the left by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We then want to extend in, left, in, left, and then in by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We then want to extend this block in, left, and all being well, this block right here should connect all the way back to where we first started. So that is perfect. The next part of this tutorial is really satisfying. So this is the point where we are going to place the colourful part on the roller coaster. I'm using purple concrete for this, but you can easily change it to any colour of concrete or material that you would like, as long as it obeys gravity. So, the idea here is simple. We want to place purple concrete, or whatever block you like, along the sides of the track, so along the oak planks. The concrete wants to be 1 row higher and 1 row outwards from the center of the track, and we want to place it on the outside of the coaster and the inside of the coaster, all the way around. We will have to delete a little bit of the concrete later on for the entrance, but this is just an easier way of doing it for now. Perfect, that looks a lot better. So now we are going to focus on the entrance area, just so that we are then able to build the rest of the roller coaster around the entrance. I want you to come towards the front right hand corner of the coaster, where we have the first sticky out purple concrete here. Move to the left 1, 2, and extend this block forwards by 2. 1, 2. We then want to, left of this, place some sort of other block, maybe like a light blue concrete. And then left of that, 6 glass pane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the end of this, place a purple concrete and extend it inwards towards the track. Destroy all of the purple concrete in the center, and you can even destroy the light blue concrete as well. Extend the purple concretes down that we have just placed, like this, and then fill in between the 2 extra rows in using oak planks. It might actually look a little bit better under the glass to place some purple concrete as well. Yeah, that's definitely an improvement. So now that we've done that, we want to take this row of purple concrete here that is just simply next to the oak planks that doesn't have any glass on it, extend it forwards by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then extend it to the left by 2, 1, 2. Then we want to fill the center of this in, and we then want to start extending it down to the ground. So we're just going to use a combination of regular oak stairs with upside down ones underneath, slowly edging down towards the ground until, there we go, perfect. And just underneath the bottom set as well, and that's perfect. We might even place an additional purple concrete here, stick some glass pane around the edge of it, and then that just looks a little bit better in my opinion. So this area here specifically is where we will actually board the roller coaster, so I'm going to separate a couple of different getting on points using some oak fence. I also want to place oak fence in a couple of different positions, so I want one specifically here where the entrance of the coaster kind of juts out, so I want one here, one opposite on the track, and then one over here with the glass that connects to the purple, and then one here, so we have a set of 4, kind of forming a rectangular shape. Then the point of this is that we then want to place light blue concrete on top, and we want to join the long sides of these together, just like this. Then the light blue concrete, we then want to extend it up a row, and if you just start on the end here, it'll be a little bit easier. So up a row on both sides, in, up, and it'll kind of make a nice triangular shape. And we're going to extend these sides out by an additional block. And we're going to do the same thing, moving along here. And then all we essentially have to do is just, and this is ever so slightly time consuming, is we just want to extend every single one of those light blue concretes across just like this in long rows until everything just connects together rather naturally. So like this, and then here as well. That's absolutely perfect. And you can see it just kind of, I think it just makes an impression. It kind of really highlights the entrance area. And now that we've done that, I feel as though that we can actually work on the coaster itself. A lot of this is kind of like personal, like how you actually like want the roller coaster to operate. I like to try and use as little powered rails as possible, but you might, want the whole thing to be powered rails. So I'm going to make this entrance area just completely rails. I'm using a mixture of rail and powered rail. And then as the coaster starts, I want to have just one little powered rail here to kind of like get you towards the actual climb. And then I'm going to start placing powered rails to take us all the way up to the flat part of the coaster. Around the bend here, I'm just going to use regular rails, and then once again, to get you up to this top part here, powered. Regular rails moving down, and then we can pretty much just use regular rails for the rest of the build. So the rest of the build, we should just be able to use momentum, or the rest of the roller coaster, I should say. I don't know why I'm calling it the build, it's now a roller coaster. The rest of this, we should just be able to use momentum, and that will just take us all the way back to the entrance. We should just fall rather gracefully. And there are a multitude of ways that you can kind of like power this coaster. I have found for me that the easiest way is just simply to add levers just along the inside of the coaster. So either literally just on the inside like this, kind of like just making sure that all of the rails remain powered, or you can kind of like place them on this side here. There might even be other ways to do it, but I think that, just a couple of levers here and there will just work splendidly. So for the inside part here, things don't get really too much more complicated beyond this. So if we grab like a lantern, chest, item frames, minecarts, we can have like a couple of lanterns just to kind of like light this up a little bit. You could even have them like hanging kind of like this instead of from the top, just so that it is a little bit lighter and brighter. I like the idea of just having a chest here on the end with an item frame and an actual like minecart in it. So if there isn't a minecart on the track, then this is how we will, this is how we will get one. And beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the working part of the roller coaster complete. The next thing that we are going to do is make the kiosk. So the kiosk is, how we get a ticket for the coaster. We're going to grab a light blue concrete, glass pane, and we'll need the quartz stairs, paper, a bit of stone, and we even need a door and stuff as well, actually, that we don't have with us. But the door's actually not even necessary because it's not something that we actually go inside. But from these stairs here at the bottom of the coaster, we're going to dig 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, a double wide row of stone. You can even make it a little bit longer if you like, but I think that that's a good amount. So on the end here, we're going to place light blue concrete like this, just literally on the end, and then we're going to extend the light blue concrete to the left 1, 2, back 1, 2, 3, across 1, 2, 3, join forwards. I'm going to replace the inside of this with stone or some sort of other material. Stone's fine. And then I want to have glass pane on the side here, and then on the front, just the left center block, with light blue concrete all the way around the top of this. And I kind of want to fill in the sides that don't have anything on them, and then fill the top in as well. And this will work as a nice little kiosk. So we'll have a couple of rows of stone just connecting back to the main path of the park, and you can kind of see that it kind of almost lines up over there with the carnival, with the carousel, but it's really not necessary whatsoever that things all line up. I mean, it's kind of like a rough layout being a fair anyway. So inside here, I'm just going to chuck a stair, so that will act as a seat, chest, lantern, on this table or on this counter space, item frame, paper, and last but not least, I'm just going to chuck a villager in here as well, or as I like to call them, a working, fully understanding and willing participant who loves to work at the fair. Look at him. He loves it here. He also loves not being able to leave. So, all of that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your roller coaster 100% fully completed. There is but one thing left to do. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to like and subscribe, and click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. And if you would like to make any more of the fair, please do check out the description below for the fair/carnival/theme park tutorial playlist. That will allow you to find every single tutorial that you will need to make your very own fair. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.